All right, let's jump right in, shall we? Welcome to today's explainer, where we're going to take a look at what is, quite frankly, a literal survival kit for your company. Today, we are zeroing in entirely on one incredibly vital, ready-to-use tool, and that is the Bizmanualz Disaster Procedures for Business Continuity Management book. Now, to be clear right up front, we are not talking about abstract business theory here. This is a concrete, ready-to-deploy safety net that is entirely designed to keep your doors open and your people safe when the unexpected inevitably hits. So I want you to really think about this for a second. If disaster struck today, is your company truly ready? Like, really ready? I want you to consider the sudden, severe impact of massive, unexpected disruptions. The source material actually paints a pretty stark picture here. What if a prolonged illness, like a severe flu outbreak or a pandemic, suddenly took out 10 to 28% of your workforce? What if you, as the leader, were suddenly out of commission? Or what about unexpected workplace incidents that bring your operations to an absolute grinding halt? The harsh reality is that most businesses just wait until tragedy is literally standing on their doorstep before they finally ask, okay, what are we going to do? And honestly, that brings us to the definitive answer to that panic. The Disaster Procedures for Business Continuity Management book by Bizmanualz. This particular product is basically the ultimate concrete solution to the very real, very terrifying problem of corporate unpreparedness. So instead of staring at a blank screen, sweating bullets while a crisis is looming, this manual acts as your pre-packaged, fully comprehensive contingency plan. Now, you might be wondering, who actually needs this manual? Well, if you are a business owner, a CEO, a CFO, an HR manager, or an operations director, this product was absolutely built for you. Look, you're incredibly busy running a company. You simply do not have the time, the bandwidth, or frankly, the specialized resources to sit down and draft a massive, comprehensive contingency plan completely from scratch. You need something highly robust, and you need it ready to go right now. And that perfectly tees up my absolute favorite line from the source material. It says, there is no need to start from scratch. It's already been done for you. I mean, what a massive relief, right? Why on earth would you reinvent the wheel when the heavy lifting is already finished? So what exactly has been done for you? Let's treat this explainer like a virtual unboxing and walk through the exact deliverables you get when you secure this product. Okay, let's crack this manual open and look at the actual contents. We'll start with the procedures and guides. You are not just getting generic high-level advice here. You're receiving highly structured, professionally written documents that tackle operational threats head-on. What really makes this manual stand out to me is the sheer depth of these comprehensive guides. First, you get the Guide to Disaster Preparation, Response, and Recovery, which essentially sets your entire foundation. Then, you get a highly concrete disaster recovery action plan. But incredibly crucial here is the included Workplace Violence Guide. The source text notes the tragic, everyday reality of worker-on-worker violence and actually cites a really devastating incident at an ABB plant to emphasize just how critical it is for every single company to have a firm anti-violence policy in place. This manual provides exactly that, making sure you are prioritizing physical safety right alongside your operational continuity. But hey, we all know a plan is only as good as its execution, right? So inside the manual, you'll also find forms and job descriptions. This is where the product goes way beyond theory. It gets right down into the weeds with actionable daily use documents that your team will actually fill out and utilize when the pressure is really on. These actionable assets include example disaster recovery planning procedures, highly specific tracking forms, and meticulously tailored job descriptions. Just think about the sheer chaos of everyone scrambling to find emergency tracking paperwork while a core operational system is actively failing in the background. Yeah, this comprehensive toolkit is designed to prevent exactly that kind of nightmare. You aren't just buying a reading assignment to collect dust on a shelf, you're literally handing your staff the exact paperwork and role definitions they need to execute a recovery plan without missing a beat. All right, let's pivot and talk about efficiency for a second, because in business, time is quite literally everything. This is where the specific template format of the Bizmanualz product really shines. The whole thing is designed entirely around speed and ease of use, getting you from zero to fully prepared in record time, without tying up your entire management team in endless meetings for weeks on end. Just contrast these two very different scenarios in your head. On one side, you have writing from scratch. The source material strongly warns that contingency plans should never be created after disaster strikes. Trying to figure out your backup operations in the middle of a crisis is slow, it's incredibly dangerous, and quite frankly, it's terrifying. On the flip side, you have the Bizmanualz templates. It's fast, it's proactive, and it gives you a clearly designed path back to normal operations way before the storm even hits. So, how does this actually get into your hands? Let's quickly look at the delivery mechanics. First off, it's an instant download. You're not waiting around for shipping. Second, and honestly most importantly, you receive fully editable Microsoft Word templates, no locked, frustrating PDFs that you can't alter. Because of that, they are fully customizable to your unique company. You literally just download them, open them up in Word, tweak the details to fit your exact operational structure, and boom, your company is instantly protected. Ultimately, the core message we're driving home here is secure your business today. This entire product is all about safety. It's about securing genuine peace of mind for you, for your employees, and for your stakeholders. The immense value of knowing exactly what to do and having the paperwork completely ready to do it when a massive disruption occurs, well, that's just immeasurable for the survival of your organization. And to make jumping on this a total no-brainer, Bizmanualz backs the whole product with a completely risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. They are incredibly confident in the quality of these procedures, largely because they are written by professional technical writers and heavily reviewed by experienced security professionals. This 30-day window completely removes any hesitation. You can download the whole thing, see the immense value for yourself, and if it somehow doesn't fit your exact needs, you are entirely covered. Zero risk. And what exactly is the investment for that level of peace of mind? It's literally just $99. Seriously, $99. Think about the thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars you'd bleed in lost revenue during a crisis, or the incredibly expensive consulting fees it would take to build this manually. $99 makes this an incredibly cost-effective security blanket for your business. So we're going to end today with a very clear, very direct call to action. Get the manual. Secure your business today. Please don't be part of the majority who wait until tragedy is actively tearing down their door to finally ask, what are we going to do? You have a blazing fast, completely customizable, guaranteed solution sitting right in front of you. So ask yourself, is your business's survival really worth leaving to chance? Or is it finally time to put a concrete plan in place? Grab these templates, customize them to your team, and ensure your company is ready for absolutely whatever comes next.